We are all set to go, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Jets.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Stroud looks to throw on the first play. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for.
But it'll be second down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
That's good for the Jets. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First and 10, it's Stroud.
Airing this one out for Evans.
And that's going to be incomplete. The Jets at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Stroud looking to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 41. The throwing again is Stroud. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, second and long. Back to throw, here's Stroud.
Eluding the pressure right.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense
put my foot on your neck.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Stroud. He's got the connection to Moore.
Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Now Stroud.
Dang, bro. Shoot.
The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Man, what playbook is
Talk about
this?
this Jets defense.
Oh, brother.
Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Now here's Trenton Gill now. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 43-yard punt.
brother.
Back on the return. And the Jets will take over.
Oh, what is that? Hey. What that play Kenny K-Dog was talking about? Where is it at? Where is that play he was talking about? There it goes. Let's see. Let's test it out.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where they thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
On first down, here's Stroud.
Oh, I had it.
And he's got the hook up to
Oh, no.
20. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And the way in. Touchdown, New York. DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Oh, brother.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction. But now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital. Extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Now a throw here.
Let's get out there.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space.
Punt that.
Plays to his strengths the
Low
best.
ass play.
He keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jets. DJ Moore, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their
I'm going to run the table the rest of the season.
And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to
Take him
get this
down.
to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. He'll buy some, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Throwing is Hurts.
What?
Oh,
cool.
Had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That's just like we grew up right there.
Every quarterback's worst nightmare. You had the perfect play call. The seas parted perfectly. You had your guy wide open. He could have run for days, but he overshoots it. And that's one we'll think about for the next month.
Give me that.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. This is caught by Evans. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And Stroud now to throw.
That's a touchdown.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Williams is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Powering his way forward. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Man, bro, you in a flat, bro. God, dog. Like, come on.
His first catch, hits a first down as well.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone get 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Hurts. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex. And now look at this. Big gain, a fumble. And it
It's scooped up by the Jets. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So the big gain through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense.
What y'all doing?
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's complete to Adams. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down. Back to throw. And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. Jalen Thompson picks it. Past the 20. Now he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. You start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Right side completes to Mechie. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
To number 8, John Mechie. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw here.
Man, come
This is
on.
caught by Addison. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Ah, good pass. Ain't nobody even over there in your area, no proximity. You still over there guarding nothing. You guard the V, the J on the field.
And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't.
And now off to the races down the right side, inside the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Devin Duvernay. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Shakes off the sack. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And they will take over first and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, first and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Again on second down, it's Stroud. Airing this one out for Evans. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Stroud. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, let's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Final play of the half. Stroud. Touchdown! Zach Ertz! As time expires in the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own? Or maybe the analytics coach got involved. And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, if we're in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a really nice way.
Cashing in and there on the final play of the first half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
And while we weren't quite there yet, you had to start to wonder if there's going to be any life left in this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
Rolling to his right. And it's complete to Adams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. On first down, Hurts. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. In motion right goes Adams. He's going to get it on the Jets sweep. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Throwing is Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison from 17 yards out. And the Vikings are able to claw one back. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They've got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Take it at the 37. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings get a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Tackle there by Michael Pierce.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Stroud working out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good for the Jets.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. If this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Open man is Duvernay.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. Now Stroud. Over the middle to Evans. And the Jets are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here goes Stroud again. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Stroud out of the gun here. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Here's Stroud. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Stroud to throw it. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
This offense so far on third down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. And they work this out past the 25. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Minnesota.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flush to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Addison hauls it in. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
70 Ranger.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give to Williams, running right. He finds some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Come on. Hey.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Devin Duvernay. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And this will be a Vikings first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. But first down, Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And got his man complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Well, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Throwing is Hurts. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Now for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is...
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Hurts sets up to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms. It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
That's taken in by Duvernay. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Stroud. Airing this one out for Evans. And now here is another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Jets come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Stroud off the play fake. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this